Hi girls and boys, in lesson 4 today we're going to be looking at emotive language, and I'm going to use the paragraph that I wrote in the previous lesson that's taken from my draft just to show you. You'll be editing on top of your draft that looks like this, but just to make it easier for you to follow along, I've got the same paragraph that I used in the previous lesson when we were looking at verbs. Your draft will get really messy and that's totally fine too. That proves that you are able to adapt and improve your writing and make it sound better. So once you've done the activities on Google Slides, your student task is to review the draft of your story and add in at least 10 emotive words. Highlight these new words in a different color so that we can see where you have improved your writing. And you'll see on the Google slide that I've given an example for you that shows where I've added in some emotive words. And I've also got my phone here just to show you where I'm pulling some of these words from. And that's also on Google Slides as well for you. So if you zoom in on that, you'll see that there's some synonyms there for disgusted, and then better ones, and then better ones again. So that's a really good tool for you to use. And I'm going to use that today to do my example. So I'm going to read through. It started off as an ordinary year. I was excited. So I can see here that I've got the synonym excited just here, and I'm looking at some different verbs. So I can say I was possibly enthusiastic is a really great word to use. So I'm going to go through in a different color. I'm going to use this color that's in my hand. So I'm going to say I was enthusiastic to meet my new teacher. And although I knew whose class I could even add something in here like desperately. And although I knew whose class I desperately wanted to be in, I wasn't 100% sure that it would be that teacher. Just going to add in another word there. That it would be that teacher. When I found out, you might like to put there, when I discovered. When I discovered that I was going to be in that teacher's class, I was very happy. So we know that happy is a word that's used a lot. So I'm going to jump back onto my phone here, and I'm going to look for happy. So happy's here, and I'm going to do pick a word that's really great. Pick a word that you know what it means. Some of these words won't fit the context of this sentence, and that's really important. So I'm not going to say I was very gratified. I'm not going to say I was perky, because I'm talking about how enthusiastic and how happy I am. So making sure that you're using the right words for the right sentences. So I'm going to use I was very, let's do jubilant. I was very jubilant. So that's just an example of how you can go through and you can add in extra words to make the reader feel the emotions, or to give a sense of the emotions that you're feeling during this time. Because what I would really love to see in your drafts is that you're able to give me a real sense of how you were feeling in that moment, rather than just almost writing a recount. We want to get a really good idea of who you are as a person and how you were feeling at the beginning of the year all the way through to when you ended up having to do distance learning at home. So if there's any question, guys, pop them in the comments section, and that's what your draft will begin to look like. It's a bit messy, but you'll have time to publish later on, and when you publish, you'll have an amazing letter. Bye, guys.